You've got mail.
So we know a while ago, I decided to finally buy a game that I've been told to play for quite a while. I've been avoiding watching other people play it just so that I can play it right now. Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time we had a look at Bad End Theater. It looks like a really good game. The art style looks really cute. The music is off because, oh, we don't need that anymore. Oh boy. Let's load it. Let's load it. Hopefully it won't take too long to load. I need to set the screen capture up still, as usual, but that's fine. Come on, give me the game, give me the game, give me the game, give me the game. Give me... It's a small screen. Oh, wait, okay. Try that again. Really fucking good. I've seen Markiplier play it. It's adorable. Hell yeah. Bad End Theater. Is that showing on stream? It is now. Oh. I got the same button to full screen as the screenshot button. Alright. English? Okay. If it's loud, let me know. Ooh! Ooh, that's... Okay, well, let me turn that down. That's... Hey, that's really nice. Can I... Oh, I hit the wrong button. Wait. Give me a second, give me a second. Hello. Hold on. My audio mixing setting. I can't access my audio settings. Hold on, hold on, hold on. One of these days I'll have a working PC and it'll be over for all of you. Alright? One of these days. One of these days, chat. Dear God. Alright, let me in. Smile. Alright. Let's try. Fucking hell. Let's give that another try. Smile. That, yep, and it's screenshotted when I don't need that anymore. Alright, let's get rid of that. There we go. Let's get it to a good volume. Hold on. Is that good? Let me check. Hold on. Is that good? Let me check. Hold on. Alright, I think that's fine. Smile. Alright, chat. There's a content warning at the top of the screen. Blood, gore, violence, and strong language. There we go. If you choose to enter Bad End Theater, you will witness many scenes involving violence, murder, and death. Despite this dark subject matter, the overall tone of my story is meant to be lighthearted, not too graphic, and never lingering too long in any particular misery. With that said, please exit the theater if you ever feel overwhelmed by despair. My intention is not to harm, but to entertain. I hope you'll enjoy the show. Signed, your playwright. Okay. Gonna edit the volume a little more. Okay. Come on, chat. Let's enter. I'm gonna keep an eye on the follow goal, but I might have to move it. Can you see everything? Can you see everything at the bottom of the screen? Is it all good? Looks it on my OBS. Come on, chat. Give me an answer. Yeah, we see the text. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Oh, you are the human doll? The demon doll? Chat, what do we think? What do we think? Human doll? Demon doll. Demon? Demon? Alright. Seems like we've got a majority. 100%. Okay. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Attack it? Or play nice? Just says wicked up here. Do we attack it or play nice, chat? I'm scared. I can't speak apparently. I'm veering towards playing nice. What do you guys think? Play? Play nice. We'll play nice. We'll play nice. You try to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. Oh. Okay. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. Okay. But what if I hit the demon doll again? No, we'll go the human doll. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? Well, I mean, I want to do the opposite of what happened to me last time. I'm gonna set an example. I'm gonna play nice. You and the demon doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you chose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from the doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now, try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay. So if we control the human doll, we interact with the demon doll. Let's have a look at what attack it leads us to. You killed the demon doll in cold blood. How ruthless. Oh, alright. Reset the stage. I wanna go... Oh wait, what if we do this? What if we set them both the same way? Hold on. We'll go back to the human doll. How you interact. But it's already set to hostile. What happens if I play nice? Oh, okay. That should have made sense. It kills you. Okay. I'm done. You understand how to play? Yeah, I get it. I get it. Do we all get it, chat? Do you guys all get it? It seems to be a puzzle game where everything you do affects the outcomes. We got it? Yep. Yeah. Alright, let's go. This game saves you progress automatically, so just relax and collect all of the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. You are. Oh! The hero, a maiden, an underling, the overlord. Chat. I'm instantly going towards underling. Screw an order, look at this guy. Screw an order, look at this kid. Let's go. You're a demon underling, in service of the overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. I love this kid, holy shit. The music is also really cool. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. There isn't any particular order, don't worry. Awesome. She gives you an earful about responsibility and questioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. Hey, that looks like Ross, Rubber Ross. That looks like his character. That's so cool. They're so similar. I love them. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off the throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations. The conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. I mean... if everyone's on board... why not? No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest that maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that? You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. Hey Jack! You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. Gobble her up. Tell her to quit yelling. Just gobble her up. Hungry. No, she's sweet. Well, she's sweet. I'll try and be nice with her. When the maiden realizes you're not gonna hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you, because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks you where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and you say, "That was just a joke, of course." She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Oh. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. Wait, that was... You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk. Battle noise. Avenge your fallen comrades, or save yourself. They're my friends. Who does this guy think he is? Coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac? What did we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the guard who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. You like that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you. There is no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. Victorious underling end. Oh, that was quick. Oh, okay. Let's reset the stage. Oh my god, wait, oh! Lol, you died, do better. Hey, box guy. God damn it. Hey man, how's it going? Oh, wait, so there's 41 ends, I'm assuming. I really like the underling, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna go back through underling again. I've got an idea. Actually, wait. No. No, I've got this. Each ending has 4 variants for each character. Awesome. Yeah, I want to go back through underling. Mr. God, we've been through this, so I will skip. I will skip. I want to just see what else I can unlock, and then I'm going to go through the new ones. Alright. What if we don't overthrow her? You tell your friends that you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. You say I don't know what that means. It'll be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. And then we're back here. Make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come and save her. You consider your options. So let's have a look at the hungry one, shall we? Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought, and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Let's put on a show, chat. Let's put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. You hear audience screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the village down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Performer underling end. Okay, cool. Alright, let's reset the stage. Let's be the maiden this time, chat. I'm gonna untick those things. I'm gonna let those happen. Eats the maiden immediately. So we didn't add another thing. That's okay. There's only 2 options. Oh, she's so sweet. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You're told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day. Because you are a beautiful young girl, demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone. But maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You're in church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon. Just to, you know, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Let's introduce ourselves. After all, we want to meet a demon, right? You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. Imagine praying to get caught and held captive by a sexy demon overlord. Yeah, I think about that every day. What else would I do with my time? You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens, or do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude! You just got here! No, I wanna put my, there we go. Put my foot down. There we go. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated of your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you. Little by little, you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you'd never heard of only demons attacking your town. Any demons attacking your town, sorry. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. Maybe everything I've said was to deceive you, and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kinda like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Gay? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I like this game. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. But then, a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize that it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you had been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. I mean, that's not right, though. Hang on, that's not right. Because he's the one who murdered everyone first. Wait a damn minute. Let's reset the stage. We're gonna untick all of these for now, I think. We're gonna untick all of these and just see what happens. I don't like the hero. I'm gonna go with the Overlord now. Version A. Yeah, I'm gonna... Woo! I'm gonna go through the Overlord, and then I'll go back through them all again. I actually kind of want to look at them all separately now. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think? Ad? Wait, is there an ad? Whoa. I'ma go now, bye. Bye-bye, Jack. Thanks for popping in, buddy. I'll just give a second, just because the word ad was screamed. Wait. I don't even know if I can see if ad's alive. Like, I don't even know if I can check that. Alright, We'll just go back to the game, it should be fine. Alright, we read this. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's that deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone. They never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes in here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Chat. Do we tell them to get back to work? Or give them the day off? What do we think? Thinking about this one, it might lead us to get like, murdered. But... I've just been whispered to give them the day off. Get to work, back to work. Oh, I've overruled you. Fuck! He's being a little bitch, get back to work. Alright, tell them to get back to work. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. You got my mail, son? You know damn well I've got your mail. It's on the way. Be patient, my friend. Be patient. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy Overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the Overlord. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told that underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized break away from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately, you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you? The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. Gay time! Yeah, it's gay time, let's go. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna let her stay for a while. Yeah, I'll let her stay. Can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kinds of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as to not agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We're very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time, and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underling's roughhousing. No big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He's covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken it out of you. That hero did this? So much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? The hero starts babbling in insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing. But you are far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You've had it with these humans always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. I didn't get an option? Huh. When you regain control, there's nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. Oh wow. Okay. I don't get a choice there, alright. Damn. Hi TJ. Oh my god, I can't speak. I've not been too bad. How have you been, my dude? Hey besties. Hey Clove. What up? Chat. Let's take a look at the hero. And then we'll start playing about with these things, I think. Possibly. We'll see. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You're told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped, and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. I had to leave for dinner as soon as the game started, so I have no idea what's going on. Can I get a lore update? You'll get it if you watch from here, honestly. I'm gonna be running back through all the routes anyway. They're very short stories. We're already on the 4th, like, character arc kind of thing. But yeah, we're gonna run through and test out some different buttons once I've gone through this, so don't worry. You're not missing out much at all. Like, there's not really anything for me to update because you're gonna see it in different story routes. Okay. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. The demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Let's see what happens if we flee. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. You can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Ask if they'll let you in, or cut through the demon army. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna ask if they'll let us in. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. There is no time to hesitate. We'll ask the Maiden what's going on. Yeah, don't matter, that shit hurts. Yes, ask her what's going on. The Maiden explains that she was never actually captured, and that she came here on her own volition. It was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you, to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. You try to make conversation with the Maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her tracks, and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You can't help but feel relieved you got the Maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off toward the burning castle. Panic sets in, and you follow to try to stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. Feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No. Going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The Maiden was claimed by the demons. So you're gonna lie? Oh dear God, okay. Reset the stage! Oh wait, there's more. Okay. Let's go back through the underling route, shall we? There's other things we can press in the underling route. Let's go. I love this little guy. They're so cool. Look at them. Okay. For the sake of people who haven't seen the underling route, I'm gonna read through again because I like it. You're a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep the humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. Mel's IRL face? God. If I could grow my hair out like that, I would. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She's surprisingly cool with it. Nice. You set out on your adventure outside the castle. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screamed for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. Gobble her up? Tell her to quit yelling. So my idea from this point, yeah, we're gonna gobble her up. Okay? Maiden's not the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought, and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. And this time round, we will change our mind and leave, because that is an ending. Okay? We've already done this route. We're changing the route up. We're gonna change our minds and leave. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling after all. This little day out has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle, thinking you'll take a nap. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask what their deal is. They say they're planning on a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. Being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Okay. Let's kill the Overlord. She's actually not so bad, you guys. This is another end, but we'll pick it. Because we haven't gotten to... Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you. But you can ask them what they're sorry about. One of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend. Tell them. They slit your throat in response. Faithful underling head. Okay. Let's reset the stage. Go through as an underling. Get back to that point. See what happens if we click the other one. I want to try and get every single ending in this stream, chat. We've read through this, so we can do a good old skip. Okay, so in this point, we gobble her up. And we get to the village, and we change our minds and leave. Okay? Oh, we can just... That's just a skip button. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. You tell them you were just joking, and clarify that you're totally in to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of it. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of fake confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on. And while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree, and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to that. But you can't back down now. You have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap like usual. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. He looks so peaceful. Time to die. You figure the cleanest way to do this would be to dig your claws into her throat, so you just do that. She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you, before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you aren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting just outside. They look pleased. Only now do you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. You're the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had betrayed your Overlord. Alright. Reset the stage! We're going back through again. Damn, this game's dark. I like it. Yeah. I'm gonna try and see if I can get all of the endings without messing with these, and then we'll start messing with them. For anyone who wasn't here when I said that before. So... what did we hit? We gobble her up. And we change our mind and leave. Let's kill the Overlord. Alright, let's get the chicken out ending. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room. You find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. This seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up, and ask again to be let out. The Overlord stirs in her bed. While your head is turned, the demon shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open, to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. Cowardly underling end. Reset the stage. Is that all the underling ends? Is that- wait. Is that- wait. Surely not. Without tempering the presets, I think so. Wait, 1 second. Oh, my voice is destroying itself. Okay. Okay. Wait, no, maybe if you don't eat the maiden. Oh, there might be another one if I wait. Okay. Tell it to quit yelling. Skip. Besides, it's about time for a nap. You get sleep when your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current Overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. Being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, sounds like a lot of... Wait, so we've read this bit, hold on. I'm gonna skip through this slowly so I don't miss anything. Oh, wait, yeah. It sends us right back to this point. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. Tell me you were joking and clarify that you totally ended to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Alright, let's go on a skip. Talk more. They need my guidance. Will be casualties. Friends agree. Calm back down now. You have to be the one to assassin. Wait. Hang on. Oh. Hold on a second. Alright, let me... That didn't change anything. That didn't... I don't know what... That didn't change anything. That was just... That sent me to the same. Alright, let's go through... Need to mess with the presets. We're gonna go through and get everything without messing with the presets first. Go the Overlord. Alright. Tell them to get back to work. Boop beep boop. Okay, we'll do a skip. Tell her that she'd better go home. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. The maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, I think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kinds of things. You also bring up about how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them, get heroes sent out after. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joked that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time, and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero, who was apparently searching for the maiden, who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. Only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want to be the hero to take- You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Keep her here! Let them go. Let's get an ending. Is that gay? It is indeed, Moon. It is indeed. Keep her here. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back. Don't budge. The hero is cautious now. You won't let her go. Maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he could steal your maiden away. She's frightened, and you don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now. Selfish Overlord end! Awesome! Let's go back through this again. Skip. You're under it. Which one did we click for this? Which one did we click at this point, chat? Oh, it was get back to work, wasn't it? Alright. You better go home. Let them go. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while, until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle would they rule if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. Can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Oh, and Overlord end. Reset the stage! Oh wait, there's an ending that way if I- hold on. Skip. Grant them the day off. You tell them to take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you, and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. There's no skip option because I haven't done this before, by the way. Oh, there we go. And now I have. And we skip. I think no matter which one I do, turns out differently. The last thing we did was this one. So we'll skip ahead. Let them go. Skip. Oh, that was the smoke ending. Alright. Yeah, we have to mess with these at the other end. Okay, let's go through some maiden stuff. I'm assuming there's only 3 settings that we can get for all of these, so I don't think I have to do another hero route. Alright, skip. Let's shout for a hero to come save us. You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon is put off by your sudden shouting and asks you to keep it down. You apologize. They seem more confused than hostile, which totally catches you off guard. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better. If you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. I can skip. Sorry. You feel butterflies in your stomach. As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. I can skip. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble. But really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord allows the 2 of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks. The castle is engulfed in flames. Is the Overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons. The Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room. The door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. Smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you hadn't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden? Saving the Overlord? If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Damn. Reset the stage, chat. That is dark. That's very dark. Surely there's more maiden endings though, right? Skip. What shall we go from, chat? Actually, we'll introduce ourselves. Okay, wait, not that one. That didn't work. Skip. Shout. Skip. Alright. The hero. None of them did anything different. Okay, yeah. We're getting to a point where we have to start messing with the roles. Holy crap, Vine Boom. Ooh, boy. I literally turned away from chat for like a second to answer a few messages. Holy fuck. Alright. Let's skip through the hero stuff. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. We've already done Ask. We're gonna cut through the demon army. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprising confusion. There is no time to hesitate. It's an end, so we'll destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams and falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it, after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Triumphant hero ending. There we go. Set the stage. Untick things. Go back over here. Do a little skip. Bravely slaughter. Skip. Ask if they'll let you in. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier that you hadn't had the chance to wash off yet. Whoops. See you, Moon. Thanks for hopping in. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. You make it to the Overlord's chamber, and hope you're still in time to save the maiden. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. We've been here before. Ask the maiden what's going on. She explains that she came here on her own, and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door. See her army in lifeless, bloody pile. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. Stab the Overlord while you can, or this is just a big misunderstanding. This is an end. It might end the same way as the last one, we'll find out. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. The skip option is there. It's the same end as last time. Let's untick these boxes again and run back through. And do a skip. Bravely slaughter. Skip. Ask if they'll let you in. Skip. Ask the maiden what's going on. Skip. It's all just a big misunderstanding. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try. The Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but thank you. Probably deserve this. Tragic hero. Let's reset the stage. Alright. So we've got Soldiers of the Demons, tries to kill the Overlord, prefers not to solve things through violence. Doesn't scream at the side of the end. What happens? Can we wait? Now what happens if we tick all of them? Let's tick all of them and go through hero. Make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. Faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating, and there's a skip button, so I'm skipping. Not through the demon army. Skip. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all her soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You've become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. It's just as you suspected. You must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage, ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero end. That's another end, chat. Reset the stage. Okay, so if you tick everything, you get more endings. Let's go. Let's go back to the hero again. What happens if we flee now? Skip. Oh, I just have to keep going. Okay. Ask if they'll let you in. The Overlord is alone. I think I remember there being a story tree too, I think, somewhere. If you can find that and send that, then I'll have a look at it. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? Like in-game, as a feature? Oh, okay. You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you. You're the first human that's come in here in forever. At least that she knows of. Think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all. But, can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion, and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Oh! I think it's in the character selection somewhere. Alright. Useless hero end. Reset the stage. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. 5 out of 11, 5 out of 9, 2 out of 11, 3 out of 10. Alright. Ah, there we go. This is what we've got so far. So, you talk, disloyal. Oh, okay. Alright. There's more hero ends to get. Alright. Let's see what else we can get on hero with everything ticked. Fuck. Let's keep everything ticked and go through maiden. Shout for a hero to come save you. You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon suddenly jumps at you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, I guess. Bit by bit, you're swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Consumed maiden end. Oh boy! Alright. So this is working. Skip! Introduce yourself. Tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps at you and starts biting. Welp. Okay. Alright. Thanks for the fast apply for 15 minutes hungry. Nice. I'm just gonna run through it like this and see what happens because I think it's funny. Ah! Let's overthrow her. She agrees to you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Gobble her up. Hear her out. Hear her out. You're in a good mood today, and I'm rather curious. I feel like we've missed some stuff. Hold on. Alright, let's overthrow her. No, you're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new overlord. You like the sound of that? To announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend the time rolling around in the grass wild and free. As you make your way along the path to a nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. And we will hear her out. You're in a good mood today, and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool, as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and you say, "That was just a joke, of course." She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. TJ? Stop. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered so many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk. Oh boy. Save yourself. We didn't do this before, yeah. You look around the lifeless forms of those who you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad to not be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle. Until you remember your role. Not as an underling, but as a demon. What kind of thing is expected of you? Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons. Where you'll live peacefully, alone, in some deep dark forest somewhere. Deserter underling end. Reset the stage! We'll skip through and we'll do... Let's not. Skip. Actually, wait, no. Overthrow. Skip. Gobble her up. Skip. Change your mind and leave. Skip. It's gonna make me a deserter again, isn't it? I've already avenged before. Yeah, alright. That didn't change much. Okay. Overlord with everyone ticked. Get back to work. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero. He has grown strong from cutting down your army. You're unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces. You fall. You failed your subject. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you are swallowed by darkness. Conquered Overlord end. Ooh boy. Alright, reset the stage! Skip back to Overlord. Grant them the day off. Okay. Alright, give me some things to tick, chat. We're gonna get some more endings. There are... Nice. There are 3 more underling ends to get. Ah, give them the day off. Yeah. Underling confirms the plan to kill the Overlord. Okay. Antisocial and obedient. Okay, wait. Obedient, antisocial. We'll go through and see what happens with this. Let's call it yelling. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. Oh, did that just take me to the same place? Yeah, it does, okay. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. There's gotta be... Until begins their story. They're granted the day off. They bring the maiden to the castle. The maiden being set to polite. They get involved in a plot to dethrone the Overlord. With the Overlord on antisocial and obedient, we get another one, right? Figure out the missing preset. That's the hero needs to be set to something. Okay, wait. Hold on, I'm figuring this out. We got this. Polite. Okay. Polite. Disloyal. Antisocial. Obedient. And we'll say... Diplomatic for the hero. Alright, we'll go through the underling. Have a look at this. Hear her out. We'll kill the Overlord. Time to die. Check the other two hero presets. Yeah, I'm gonna. We'll do it with heroic. Hear her out. Skip. We'll kill the Overlord. I'm to die. Okay, it's not that one. What about dutiful? As an underling. Let's see if this changes anything. Hear her out. Ah! Okay. Fuck. Avenge? No, I die there. Process of elimination. Yeah, good idea. Alright. Right, with the hero. Everything is fine, then the underling is disloyal. Diplomatic. Right? I mean, I still get... No, wait. What if we have 2 ticks? Hold on. Get her out. Fuck. Did he disappear despite you not going to that ending? No. Bad end. Fails to assassinate the Overlord and burns with her. Bad end. When Link finally overthrows the Overlord, they become the new demon ruler. But there's another way to get to this, apparently. They're grayed out because we haven't done them yet. Yeah, well, let's have a look at this one, shall we? We do the same. We can get there with the polite maiden or not. Brings the maiden to the castle. Gets involved in the plot to dethrone the Overlord. And we have the hero set to diplomatic and the Overlord set to possessive. I think. Yeah, disloyal, diplomatic, possessive. I don't need the polite maiden, but I'm gonna set it anyway. Okay, skip. Hear her out. Disloyal. Ooh! Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. Really didn't want it to come down to this. But you can't come back down now. You have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak up to the Overlord's room. There's a couple of humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart while she stops moving. It was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. There we go. Another ending. Let's reset the stage and have a look at the endings tree. Alright. Wow, I didn't see. The underling saves the maiden. So the Overlord doesn't allow the maiden to leave. So the hero tries to fight the Overlord. The Overlord kills the hero. The Overlord walks up to the maiden, who is terrified. And the underling comes in and murders the Overlord. I clicked it. It didn't. No, I can't. Welcome back. Are you pleased with your progress so far? I am. Thank you. We need to get to this part. We have to get to this part. We need to get all of these right. We'll focus on another one first. Let's look at some hero endings. Alright. Let's see if we can get to this one. Alright, so we got begins the story. So we need dutiful. And heroic. Ah, wait. Yeah. Or we have the Overlord set to antisocial, and then dutiful, obedient. They both lead to the same one. Obedient, dutiful, and antisocial. Obedient, dutiful, Antisocial. Let's have a look. Skip. Dutiful. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back toward the village. Wait. You're feeling stronger now. There we go. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? And there are more presets to find? Wait, no, maybe you have to use them to unlock them, like take the choice? Yeah. Yeah. We're getting there, we'll figure it out. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. And she runs from you for some reason. Oh my god, the fine boom. That made me jump. You wonder what that's all about. But then you remember you're covered in demon blood. Not wanting to look like you're a crazy person chasing after her or anything, you nonchalantly walk back to town. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. You decide to call it a day and return to your house. You can't escape the sinking feeling. Maybe you won't cut out for this role. Spectator hero. Oh my god. End B. Reset the stage. Let's have a look, shall we? Hero ending. My voice is starting to go, chat. Look at this one. That happens whichever way we have it. Okay. There's another thing here, leading from the hero, though. Don't kill the demons in that ending? You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back toward the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is, like, right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord. And it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. Trusting! This is a new one. Believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you. Even though her story is kind of hard to believe, you feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They had all been so worried. They praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform them it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens, or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but let's say these fair citizens, you volunteered to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town's elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet up with the Overlord immediately, and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds alright. The mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on. You get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. People are shouting you to hunt her down, her demon friends down already. That doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash off after the maiden, towards the Overlord's castle. The air becomes dark and thick as you enter deep into demon territory. Evil miasma? No. You realize it's just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she stopped in her tracks. The Overlord's castle is engulfed in flame. You'd only taken an eye off the maiden for a second. She's already disappeared. You get closer to the castle, but the smoke is so thick now. You think of turning back. The maiden might need your help. You can barely see. She could be impossible to find. She could have been lying to you all along. Was this a trap? Would it be worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No. Going in there would be suicide. You return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. Maiden was claimed by the demons. Oh, right, we've got that ending again. Okay. Let's reset the stage. I untick trusting. We'll go back through hero because there'll be another one for this. Flee like a coward. She can't be trusted. You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about all of this, but she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. You decide to return to the village. Certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around the maiden you saw earlier. Found to a wooden stake. We're back in this situation again. You seem nice though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house. You can't escape the sinking feeling. Maybe you won't cut out. Spectator and A. Reset the stage. Alright, let's see what we have now. Now we've obtained trusting. This might be good. Oh wait, what's this? Flee. Diplomatic. Everything is fine. With possessive. Alright. Let's see what we need for this hero and then wait. Diplomatic. Underling disloyal. And Overlord possessive. Do we need the maiden here at all? We do need the maiden. Polite. Okay, let's try again. Flee. Diplomatic. Ask the maiden what's going on. You ask her to return to the town with you, to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. Maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like this. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. Leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You're helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. How horrible. You came all this way, only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Naive hero end. Okay, so wait, we do that again. Yep. Flee. Ask if they'll let you in. Destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it, after slight hesitation. You must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. Wait, did we do this? Reset the stage. Wait, hold on. Hold up. We've done something wrong here. Everything is fine, but the underling is disloyal. We need another maiden thing for this. Wait. We need another maiden and underling path. So hold on. Any more things I can do with underling yet? No. Oh wait, trusting. Oh, we're getting there. We need to go through the maiden now. So let's have a look. Maiden chooses to leave when told. Obedient. Obedient plus dutiful. Okay. Antisocial. Obedient. Dutiful. Dutiful. Obedient. Antisocial. On the maiden path. Skip. Wait. Do I introduce myself? No, I don't use polite in this one. Obedient. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He's covered in demon blood. You're frightened by the sight of him to run away. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. As you explain, the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here. You notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You're loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't the horrible creatures we know them to be. So they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? You wonder how you missed that before. You're seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly. So why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so sorry. And that's another end. That's so sad. That's so sad. Holy shit. Oh, I don't want to exit the theater. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Maiden is burned at the stake. She's an enemy of the village. That one makes me hurt. That's really upsetting. Huh. Alright, let's see what happens if we go obedient and trusting instead of dutiful. With Overlord alone and disloyal underling. Is that right? Oh wait, antisocial, obedient, trusting, plus disloyal. I don't need dutiful. Skip. Skip. Obedient. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the castle is like right there? You explain everything that happened. He's very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you return to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They'd all been so worried and are very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued, because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seem confused and look to the hero for an explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on his way to the castle, and that this isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord, and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, I can't afford to let that guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero wasn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. You're gonna be held captive by anyone. It's gonna be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Or we can grab the hero and run, or leave on our own. Let's leave on our own first. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. You make a run for the Overlord's castle, leaving the hero behind. A suspicious group of demons stands just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. They immediately notice you overheard them. It's the underling you recognized from before, who's the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be. They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret having ever trusted the demons. You die instantly. Ordered Maidenhead. Reset the stage! And we'll go back through this way around. Skip. Shout. Skip. Obey. Skip. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. I like the color change, by the way. Holy shit. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out all at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were a part of this evil plot. They seem so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she's very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. Devout Maiden End. Holy shit! That was a whole, like, everyone dies ending. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. There are 2 ways to access that ending. Whoa. Beautiful, and then heroic. And then we have 2 more endings this way around. So what if we do that? Oh, this is really going well. I'm enjoying this game. This stream is probably going to run over if you guys are all okay with that. If not, I can always come back to this on Sunday. I mean, we've still got... We're just over halfway through. Color change symbolizes everybody who's missing. Reset you unlock. Yeah. Chat, do you guys want to come back to this on Sunday, maybe? Considering we've taken 2 hours to do half. That might work out quite well. Up red and orange, but no blue. Yeah, wait. Yeah. And we've got a lot of these to go through as well, because we haven't been through, like, the light ones are the ones we've the paths we've gone through. The dark ones are the paths we haven't gone through. I think they all have the same bad end there. They all have the same bad end. It's like the combined bad end, I think. Let's watch more and more bad endings! I'm not convinced there'll be a good end, but at the same time, everyone has this end too, so... Perhaps that's a good end. We'll figure it out. Alright, chat. I do think, though, we'll exit the theater. And we'll listen just a little bit to what's getting closer to us. Ooh. Wait a second. You hear it yet? Surely you should by now. Surely you should hear the music by now. That was a really lousy fade, but I couldn't think of another way to do that. Alright, chat. This game's really, really good. I really like this. We're definitely gonna come back to this on Sunday. In case anyone hasn't noticed, the charity donor link is still there, by the way. I'm gonna keep that up as long as I can. I think the charity deserves to stay. My voice is going. So that's kind of fun. My voice is fading out more than the stream. Holy shit. Oh dear god. It's the first time I've heard a non-American use lousy. I say it all the time. Alright. Chat. This has been a very good game. This has been a very good stream. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Hope you all had fun. Hope to see you all there for playing the game again. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Enjoy the variety streams. You're gonna be getting more of them. I'll let the song play out now. Good night, everyone. F to my voice.